because many students will not be able to join. So we will have to share with them as well. Okay, so number one thing is that what is actually CSS? Okay, what is CSS? This is a question that comes in every student's mind. Of course, in Pakistan, like it's a hype. It's a hype. It's complete hype. It's a hype that everybody wants to do this. But yes, we don't have the recipes. We don't know the methods. We don't know. We are so confused among the market. Like market is so conjugated. There are so many options. There are so many people in the market or talking about the same thing. Today you listen something from one person, tomorrow you listen something from anybody else. So you're so confused about this. Like what actually is this? This is Central Superior Services. And as many people say, like this is something which is the highest form of education. This is the toughest thing. This is the smartest one. Only intelligent people can, achieve CSS. Only those people who have different qualities, they can achieve this. Of course, when something gets labeled as that hype, when something gets this hype, so it raises many questions in the background. That of course this has something that everybody, all of the people, or we can say simply the majority, is not able to trace this. So what is this? This is our target. This is something that we have to understand. What is that particular quality? What is that particular momentum? What is that particular, preparation? What is that particular mindset that 90% people don't have, but only 10%? Or in some cases, it is reduced even to 2 to 3%. As we know, last time there were approx 18,000 people, and only 300 and something. It was just something like that. These people were able to achieve that. So we have to understand that what mindset is this behind this all, which is leading people towards success, and it is also stopping many people from being successful. So it's a mixed comparison. It's quite a mixed thing that we need to understand. It's quite complex that we need to understand. Okay, our second point that we need to understand is that, okay, why only Islamiat? Why we started from Islamiat? Like we could have chosen any other subjects as well. Each teacher has their, qualifications in multiple ways and multiple points, but we have to understand, okay, why Islamiat is important. Importance of Islamiat, okay, in our CSS. Importance of Islamiat. Okay, so it's not only about Islamia. Like you might have seen, there are many subjects. Like we have Pakistan affairs. These subjects are confidence boosters. We call them boosters. Have you seen boosters? When somebody starts, so they actually apply boosters and they run so fastly and they go so quickly. And these are the boosters. Pakistan Affairs, Islamiyat, we have General Science, okay, we have English Pressy and Composition. So these are boosters that boost our confidence. These subjects only need a very careful point, and after that we can achieve this all. We can get so many good marks in these subjects without much efforts. Like these are those subjects who only need sustainable efforts, just sustainable efforts. What do we say is that only sustainability. We don't need to go across the borders and you are just studying day and night, and you're
Cool.
going
Do you have one?
please close your mics. When the question answer session will come, then I will let you speak. Any person whose mic is on, please close it. Okay, so this is the importance of Islamia. That is very important. Like it can boost your confidence, plus it can make a way that towards the success of your subjects. You can easily score very good marks from here, and then you can focus towards those subjects which are very tough for you. So this is the point. And then we have to come to understand that what is the nature of this subject. Each subject has its own nature. You guys are studying from so long. You have seen a lot of exams, okay? So you might have noticed that each subject has its own nature, okay? Nature of subjects. And there are 12 subjects in CSS. How many subjects? We have 12 subjects. And we know that each of these subject has their own natures. Every subject is having its own requirement to prepare. For example, I give you a very simple example to understand. If we are having some cricket match, okay, we are having match with different teams. So when we are going to have matches with different teams, our preparations are different. Our net sessions are different. Our, practice session are different. Our approaches towards our mindset is different towards this. So here in CSS, when we have a plenty of subjects, we have 12 complete subjects. Each subjects require its own nature. Okay, some subjects demand. Okay, I will also mention here. There is one demand. Two major demands are available into the market. The one thing is that some subjects carry the knowledge with them. Okay, some subjects require knowledge, but on the other hand, we also see that there are so many other subjects, they only need creativity. Okay, creativity. Okay, they need creativity. Plus, the third category comes, which makes up both of these things. They mix the knowledge, plus they also mix the creativity. So, Islamiyat is the category. Islamiyat or Pakistan affairs, general science ability. These are those type of subjects where we don't need any creativity. Like our creativity is completely cross. So we can cross our creativity because it's not usable here. Here, there is only one thing that is applicable, that is knowledge. We have to go with the knowledge. If you have the knowledge, okay, what is Shimla deputation, what is the nature of Qaeda Azam 14 points, or how was the 14 points, or in Islamiyat you comes, you have to tell about that, okay, how was the Prophet as a diplomat? How was the Prophet as an individual? These are the facts and figures. Knowledge here stands for something that we can simply say it's about our facts. Okay? Fact starts with F. Okay? So this is all that we can simply talk about. Islamiyat nature is different from other subjects. So you will never try to be smart here. We don't need to go towards extra smartness here. Yes, if you are smart, then you are preparing. You are taking notes. You are taking the points that are very important for you. You are preparing yourself with the information. The information is the only thing that you require in this subject. You don't need to go beyond the limits. Then we have one more point that we need to understand, because when we download official syllabus from FPSC website, so we come to understand there are so many books are mentioned. Like, what are the sources that we need to go towards our preparation? Of course, I will be teaching you. I will also try to share the notes with you. But those books that we see, like there are so many books available on the website of FPSC. So they recommend like you have to go through this book, and then book number two and the book number three has been written by Michael, has been written by Ramzan, and there are so many variations in those writers. So when a normal student, a student who is just coming through so many difficulties, student who has been, many of you might be also part of universities as well. So many of you might be busy in some other fields, might be over in other, programs as well. So you might think like, I don't have enough time to go through how would I go through so many books, and then you lose your confidence. Actually, these all books are just a showcase. You don't have to read all these books. This is one mistake that many students are, they try to make it. Only your first preference should be the syllabus, as we will be doing. You okay? This is the first class. I'm giving you some ideas. Okay. Later on, as we are just moving by, maybe today we have enough time. We'll continue from the topic one. So what we will do is that our approach is only regarding to the syllabus. Syllabus is the core point. Okay, and any information that is relevant to this syllabus. Okay, that is relevant to this syllabus is welcome. Okay, it's welcome. In our zone, it's welcome. And we don't have to rely upon any sort of books, and you don't have to worry like, oh, if I read 11 books and 12 books, or if I'm not a good reader, how would I pass this exam? It's absolutely, it's just an idea. Okay, why? What is the purpose of providing us these books? Okay, the purpose is basically that information. If you get the same information from other sources, you're smart. Okay, you're smart. Then you're smart. You can use any source. You can use YouTube. You can use Facebook, you can use multiple ideas, you can use online lectures, and you can use other fields of preparations as well. But don't just limit yourself with the books, and don't just get afraid of watching so many books. And the last point that I have to tell you before continuing our lecture, that CSS is not only cracking 12 subjects. CSS is complete life. Okay, it's a complete lifestyle. It's a new world. It's a different world. Okay, it's absolutely a new world. It changes you. It completely changes you. And if you are not changed, if you are not sincere, okay, if you don't want to improve, if you don't want to learn, then this is not for you. You can quit from anywhere where you are right. CSS is not just information, it's a complete idea that how you see the world differently. Okay, our perception. If somebody is wearing black glasses, that person will see everything in a black way. Like he will think like there is no sun available, everything is dark. According to that person, because he is wearing black glasses. A person who is wearing, different glasses can see the difference. But for this particular preparation, we have to wear the glasses. Those are the critical glasses. I would mention, and like you have to see everything critically. Okay, whatever comes in your life, any news information comes, any person talks to you about anything. Okay, you have to observe everything with critical point of views. You have to see their positive sides. What are the positive impacts? Sorry, I think I forget this. Okay, okay, I lost it. So, what are the positive changes of any impact? I'm just giving some simple example. For example, Pakistan is passing through some floods now. Nowadays, we are having so many floods here. Like almost all the area of Pakistan has suffered. Starting from KPK, then we have seen like how it started coming in all these areas. So we have seen, okay, flood come. But what normal person would think? Normal person would simply say, yes, because of lack of dams, we did that. This is the perception of normal person. You would say it's a simple government failure. But a person who really is a aspirant, who is a CSS student, who want to do something, he will go deeper and deeper. As much as deep he can go or she can go, they will try to do their research about this all. They will try to analyze this. It can be critical, it can be analytical. Okay, analytical approaches, we will make a complete analysis that how can we understand that what's going on the global scale, what's going on in our country, how many dams are in China, how many dams are in India, how many dams are in other countries, what is why these floods doesn't come in Middle East, and what if these floods were in other areas, and why West is safe from all these disasters. What is Pakistani government approach in last 50 years, last 10 years, last 30 years. This is the approach from a student who really views the world differently. This is all what I had to talk to you about this all. So as you know that I have started these classes, so you guys have to be punctual. If you want to improve something, if you want to learn something, it's up to us. Every time in our life we have some opportunities. Okay, it is up to us that we want to welcome them. Do we want to open our door for these things, or we really want to close our doors for all of this? So it's all about ourselves, and I hope that you have got my point. Okay. Yes, Faisal, I will share this in group as well. Okay. Is this screen visible? Is there any problem? You guys can type here. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So that's all right. That's fine. So today's topic is like, as you guys have our syllabus I shared in the group. So the very first thing that I'm going to erase this all. So the very first thing that we had mentioned there, that was what actually is Islam. Okay. What is Islam? No, I hope you all are clear. Like our approach is not traditional approach. There are two approaches, two approaches to see the things. The one is traditional approach and the one is modern approach. The modern approach requires modern ways to look at the things, the modern glasses, the modern techniques, the modern points to understand things. For example, you might have seen, many instructor in the market. What they do is that, teaching Islamiat in Urdu. Like they are teaching Pakistan affairs in Urdu. They are teaching so many critical subjects. They're very important. Like you want to achieve something, okay? You want to achieve something. Just try to understand my point. You want to achieve something, but what is your source? What source you are using to achieve that? That source that you are using is completely opposite. It's completely opposite to the direction, to the mission that you want to get. I completely not agree with this approach. Okay, if you want to achieve something, just take a look. What is the source? What is the source that can take you to that direction? Okay, if I have to go to a long drive and I take cycle and I bike and I get only 1 liter petrol in that, okay, will I be able to reach in Gilgit or somehow KPK? No, I will not be able to go there because my basic point, my primary thing is gone. Primary need is gone. My primary basic need is has been shattered. I don't know how to do this. Islamiat, Pakistan affairs, English essays, pressy writings, general science ability, wherever you just name it. We need English language as a basic source. We have to learn this if you want to get this. It's a modern approach. If you will reject this, it will reject you back. If you raise a hand of friendship towards this, then this is going to make you successful. That is one of the major points that I want to talk about. Okay, so we want to continue further. What is Islam? This is our first thing, the timeline. That if you go back to FPSC, their syllabus, you will see the very first thing. What actually is Islam? Islam comes from the word salam, which means peace. Okay, these are literal meanings. Islam is peace. Okay, Islam is all about that talks about peace. But is that all Islam is all about? No, this is not what Islam actually all about. Islam has some pillars. Plus, Islam also has some articles. Plus, Islam is also a theme. Plus, Islam is a complete, a sponsor for oneness that we don't see anywhere else. Like we only see in Islam, the way Islam protects oneness, we don't see anywhere else. Okay, so this is all what Islam is all about. We can keep going further and further. So Islam will go much deeper than our points, our perceptions, and our articulations. It is much more deeper. But before understanding Islam, I want to go towards one thing. I want to clarify you. Like in your all CSS journey, you will face to one point where you have to go against the opposites whenever you see any terminology. Okay, I also mentioned it. Any terminology, whenever you see any terminology, you have to find its opposite. Always. Always go for its opposite. Always go for its opposite. That is tip number one. Like whatever is, so I would give it a star here. No, I think heart is better. Whatever you see in CSS subjects and in your life, like you might be preparing anything, whatever you see as a question, for example, this is our question, what is Islam? And you want to understand with the perspective of CSS. A normal perspective is that you go with the pillars, you go with the articles, you go with the definition of deen, you go with how Islam is preacher of oneness, you go how Islam talks about how to offer worships, how to offer a salah, how to pay zakat, how to go. Those are, formal things, our traditional style. What is non-traditional style? What is the opposite? In opposite, as a student who have a critical point of view, they should go that what Islam is fighting with, okay? What are the opposite of Islam? So in those things, we can simply say, like we have major religions in which we comes to understand with Christianity. Like Islam is fighting with Christianity, okay? Islam is having Christianity as its opposition. That can be our point number one. So it's number one thing is Christianity, and number two that we have is basically Hinduism. And then later on we have, um, the traditional religion that you might see, it was Zoroastrians, okay, Zoroastrianism. That is also a religion that is, that is still practiced, but it's not so long. So we can also come with what is, atheists also come in this way. They also stand somehow here. Atheists, so they are also part of this. So without basic understanding, you should not move. Without understanding the basic concept, we are not supposed to move anywhere. We will get stuck somewhere, our concepts will get stuck, and then we will have to face problems in those situations. Okay, Christianity. Christianity, what is the perception of Christianity? They actually believe on Trinity. We know this all. So they believe on Trinity, which is their concept of oneness. Islamic concept is here. This is our concept of oneness, what Islam talks about. Islam talks about one single God. What Christianity is talking about here, we have to understand this. Christianity is completely opposite. They are going for Trinity. Okay, though they talk about like, yes, we believe on God, there is one, God, but their major concept is moving towards Trinity. And Trinity is concept of three gods. How many gods? We have three gods here, okay? The major god, the God Father, the God Son, and the Mother Mary. So they have the three gods in their religion. So they worship those gods. They have given them different status. The major god or the super god or the god in great is one of the major power, and God the Son is less powerful as compared to the major god. And Mother Mary is, she is a female version of the God, as we have seen in many Hindu tradition, there are so many women or so many female goddesses. So it is also one kind of that god. So Christians believe in Trinity. We are only talking about the simple quality that what their religion's basic source. This is basis of Christianity. Okay, three gods. So they don't believe on one single god. They believe on Trinity. But then later on, we comes to Hinduism. So I think we know this religion quite clearly as being part of South Asia. So we know that, okay, how these people operate. So in Hinduism, there are plenty of gods. There are plenty of gods. Like they have so many gods, a lot of gods. So they are, so we can say, like they are not singular. They believes on plurality, and there are so many gods in their dictionary. So approx 360 plus we have. So we are not going to count what their gods are, but yes, we can simply say they are absolutely against the concept of oneness. There is no concept of oneness present in their life. They don't believe on oneness, so they also have a huge amount of gods available in their religion. Then we come to know about Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is quite traditional, like it's very traditional, it's quite old. It was the civilization of Persia. It was basically operating from Persia. So they believe on fire. They worship the fire. Okay, why I mention this? Because I want to let you know about that there are so many religions who worship the things, okay? They worship multiple things like moons and like fires, like snakes and multiple things. Whatever they are afraid of, they start worshiping all these things. This is what their belief is all about. Like they believe on all these things. This is Zoroastrianism, one of the important religion that we have to understand. Why we have to understand? Because it's quite similar, these two religions are quite similar with each other. Hinduism and Zoroastrianism. They come together, okay? They all are very close to each other. So we have to understand this is also a nature of religions in the world. These are the natures of different religions. And then we comes to atheists are the, some form that we call atheism. They actually believes on zero God. Okay, they don't even believe on God, don't even believe on God. Okay, so these are those people who believe like everything in this world has been occurred by itself. So according to atheists, like so according to themselves, creation is creator. Okay, according to their concept, creation is creator. So creation has created everything. Everything has been like as we try to understand, some concept of our basic things, like for example if we could talk about the Big Bang theory. So according to these atheists, Big Bang theory has occurred by itself. There is no force behind that, there is no concept of God, and it's only something that has been created by itself. Okay, so this is the concept of atheism. These are one of the primary religion that exist in our world today, that we are watching now, we are witnessing. And if you talk about some other religions like Jews, so Jews basically believe on Old Testament. They believe on their religious book is Old Testament. So they also believes on God that they call Jehovah. Okay, their God is Jehovah, that they call it God. But in Jews' taxonomy, in Jews' books, we see that this God is so affiliated with the human qualities that we don't see this thing in any other religion of the words. Somebody for your whose mic is on, please let me know about this. Actually, this lecture is also being recorded. Okay, let me mute it. Wait a second. Please let me know who is this person. Really want to mute him. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So according to the Jews' text and scriptures, they have the God is known as Jehovah, but that God is completely having the qualities of humans. So God is having human qualities. Okay, our timer is also started. Okay, so God is having human qualities. That is especially like the same situation. It's also a sort of quality that we also see in Zoroastrianism, where they worship the fire, and the same thing that we also see and notice in Hinduism. So these religions are quite comparative with each other. They have the same kind of qualities. Somewhere is Trinity. Three gods are working out. Somewhere there is Hinduism. In Hinduism, plenty of gods. Zoroastrianism, they are worshipping the things. Atheists don't even believe on anything. And Jews, on the other hand, they are, assimilating God with the human qualities. So we have these all different type of approaches towards our these religions of the world, that how they are operating from. Oh my God. Okay. So how like these things are being monitored. So I hope that these things are clarified. And so after sometimes you guys also notice this, that we will continue our all of this lecture. If so far you have any problem and any question, so let me know so that we could move further, and we want to discuss. We want to come towards our first basic question, that what is Islam? No, you have basic idea. You have basic idea. Okay, what other religions of the world are doing? Like, what is their basic, concept? How they are operating in the world? And we see that oneness is only in one single religion. There is no oneness anywhere. Okay, we don't see oneness in any other religion. Yes, there are some concepts, but practically they are not following those things, either if they are the people of the book that we call Ahl Kitab, or somebody else from other religions. So we don't see anything like that. Okay, anything as we have in Islam, that is oneness. So we are not able to see such quality in any other religion of the world. So is it clear to all of you? Any question from anyone? You guys can open your mic, but ensure that one person one time, and then we want to move further towards our basic question.
Understand.
Hassan, I think you are the smallest student in this whole class. So, guys, have you seen? Look, Hassan is so small, and he's so passionate about achieving something. So, this is the passion, and this is the willingness that we need to achieve something. And this is something that we all need to learn from him. That no matter what is your age, no matter where you stand, but yes, for the mission, for the purpose, you should always be ready. Okay. When he came to understand that I'm going to take classes, so this is all what he did. He was waiting for this. Okay. So, okay. After this, all, I'm going to erase this. I will also share the lecture in the group as well. Don't worry about this. So, the very first thing that we have to
I
do
have a
is that,
question.
yes, please, sir.
Sir, I just want to ask that how many classes will there be, and when it's class day and time? Please, can you share it in the group, or now you can tell me, please?
Actually, as a look, I have been telling this in the group from a particular period of time, but of course, I will be telling you again. Our classes would be from 8:30 to onwards. I will try to carry it till 9 15 and 9:20 because I also have some other classes, so I will have to keep it limited. But classes would be regular,
Also,
like from Monday to Saturday, regular every evening
it's regular, right?
from. Yes, yes, regular. It's regular.
Also, sir,
So,
in the starting of the meeting, you shared that you have shared in the WhatsApp group something else. So I don't find anything else in there. What was
yes,
that? The
okay.
schedule or something else?
Okay, tell me one thing. When did you join this group?
I came through brother Hasnan. He just recently took Sira course, and
Yes,
through
yes,
that I
yes.
just so
Yes,
I
yes,
I joined
yes.
through that.
Yes, my colleague is one of the best person I ever met in my life. He's very good person. Okay. Yes. Actually, I shared a CSS official syllabus. We have downloaded this from FPSC. So I shared official syllabus of CSS, and we will be following this whole timeline, like starting from point one, point two, point three, point four, as much as we will be able to cover in our coming classes. So that is very important. I will share again. Okay. No problem. You can personally
Yes, yes,
message me as I will pin that again in the group. That is very important because that is direction where we are going right now. That is very important for ourselves.
exactly. One more thing, sir. One more thing. I just want to discuss. Not
Y-
just it's an advice. So next
mm.
time, sir, when you start meeting,
Yes.
before that, you must make the settings that all the participants may, like keep their mics off, and you can do by
Okay.
yourself because you are the admin of the meeting. So
Yes,
if
yes,
you
yes.
just want to know how to do that, I will text you on the WhatsApp. Then you can
Yes.
I can help you in that. And also,
Thank you so much.
if
Thank you so
anybody
much.
has
Yes.
anybody has a question, they can just raise their hands, and
Yes,
you
as
you
you
will
did.
have
As you
an
did.
option
Yes.
unmute their mic. So that's how we can inshallah go smoothly.
Thank you so very much. Okay, and also plus share this with your fellows, with your friends, because I'm not charging anything. Okay, you guys have to come, and this is something that you can share with anybody. Okay, if you're watching this all, you can also ask other students as well. I will be sharing this lecture in the group as well. But because of time limitations, we will have to limit our class. But because it's every day, so you will have very good opportunity. We can discuss many things. We can have so many discussions. But for tomorrow onwards, your task is that I just let me mention this before we have to quit our class. This is your task to have. You guys have to make your basic understanding about all the religions of the world. Okay, primary religions. You can take five religions. Basic understanding of five universal religions. Okay, top religions. You can take first would be Christianity, second would be Islam, and then third would be Hinduism, and fourth five you can come to know about this basic understanding of five universal religions. You have to understand them, and from tomorrow onwards, inshallah, we will carry our direction in a proper syllabus point of view. So that is all that we have from today, and. Let me just check some person has question. Okay, okay. What is Big Bang Theory? If it has no force behind it, then why is it important? According to Jews, God has human qualities. Then what makes God distinct from human? Okay, different people have different perception. You know what Big Bang is all about? Big Bang is scientific theory. Science has no religion. Science has no religion, so science is neutral. In this all conflict of religion, science stays aside. So according to science, everything is linked with proper reason, proper logic. If Big Bang happened, that has its own dimension. What Jews, what these atheists do is that atheists link that everything has a cause and effect. According to them, the creation is created by its own self. Big Bang happened by its own self. As they give many examples. They say rain come by itself. Then we give them many reasons and logic. We say, okay, when a chair cannot be made without a carpenter, when anything in this world cannot be made by its own self, so without any creator, so how is it possible that the whole universe, which consists of trillions of galaxies, which has such a huge mass, how it can be floating by itself in the whole universe? We don't find any reason and logic, but yes, a huge portion of the population does. They believe on this. Okay, that's why they are atheist, because they believe on this thing. Second thing is that according to Jews, God has human qualities. What makes God distinct from humans? Yes, look, these scriptures are very old. We are talking about, we have two different type of books. One is Old Testament, one is New Testament. So Old Testament is very old, and let me tell you what these Bibles are. These Bibles are continuity. Like these Bibles are not written in 1 month or one particular period, as Quran has been written in 22 years, but Quran is very limited. Okay, 23 years. This is all much older, hundred and thousand of years. This is a history books. Okay, these are not religion books. These are historical books. So we can expect many errors in them. And as our time is less, bye bye guys. Have a good day and good night ahead. And inshallah we meet tomorrow. Be on time, and time would be 8:30. Allah Hafiz. Inshallah we meet tomorrow. Take care about
Thank
yourself.
you so
Allah
much, sir.
Hafiz. Welcome.